If this is the first time you're listening to the Wealthy Wednesday show, please remember to subscribe and click on the like button. This is Lucy McMonagle. I am the Mystic Wealth Creator, and I mentor mystic entrepreneurs to create more freedom in their business through conscious wealth creation so that they can make a big impact in the world and leave a legacy. I truly believe that when we accept our mystic powers and use them as entrepreneurs, that we will accelerate the transformation of this world so that we can bring about more peace and harmony, free from hunger and free from war. So today we have a very special edition of the Wealthy Wednesday show, and I'd like to invite you to click on the subscribe button and click on the like button. So please make sure you share this Wealthy Wednesday show with any of your friends, post it on your social media, and be able to put the comments below so I can provide you with exactly what you're looking for and what you want to get out of this show. So now let's get started. Are you ready to change your money flow? Would you like to get beyond the six figures that you keep bumping up against? Well, let me tell you, my book, Magical Money Manifestations, is going to help you create money manifestations on autopilot so that you will have more money, more freedom, and more joy in your life. Go to magicalmoneymanifestations.com to find out more information. Hey, 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 welcome to the Wealthy Wednesday show. This is your host, Lucy McMonagle, and I am the Mystic Wealth Creator, and I help individuals to break through their barriers so that they can tap into their soul essence, their soul purpose, and use spirituality with practicality. I truly believe that when we start accepting our mystical powers, our true intuitive powers, that we will change the world, we will transform the world so that we can bring about more peace, more harmony, and more beauty. Today, I am so excited. I have Tracy Neely, and she is an intuitive mindset coach who connects deeply with the inner mystic in herself so that she sees and knows the limiting belief patterns that female entrepreneurs are holding on to unconsciously. Ladies, grab a pen, grab a paper. If you are listening to this, you really want to get these tips. Tracy, welcome to the Wealthy Wednesday show.
Hello, Lucy. So excited to be here with you, and thank you everyone for tuning in and listening. I'm so grateful and honored to be here, Lucy.
I am so incredibly excited, Tracy. Your journey has been so absolutely amazing to me, and the way that you have been able to heal your body, your mind, your soul, and now you're starting to heal other individuals. Can you tell us a little bit on what made you decide to become a mindset coach and an energy healer?
Thank you so much. Great question. So when I was in my 20s, I decided to leave Chattanooga, Tennessee, which is where I was from, and move to New York City, and things were so exciting, and it was like living my dream of moving to the big city. And so after a few years, I decided to go home to spend some time with my mom, and I decided I was going to have my teeth cleaned. Long story short, the dentist saw a little black spot in the x-ray and sent me to an oral surgeon, and I was diagnosed with ameloblastoma, which was a very rare tumor in my jaw that you couldn't see. I couldn't feel it. I wouldn't have known unless I got my teeth cleaned. And long story short, that led to many, many surgeries, really feeling the fear of going outside, believe it or not, because I didn't look the same. You know, I had no idea that I was going to go into surgery and I was going to come out not looking the same, not being able to talk, losing the nerves on the right side of my face, couldn't eat. And that really led me on this journey to healing my body. But what I realized, even though I healed my body, there was so much fear in me. There was so much shame for the way that I looked. Like I was afraid for people to look at me. So I knew that I needed to really work on my mindset. And so I just made a vow to myself to work on my mindset and just heal those beliefs and those stories, things that we've all probably come in contact with in one way or another. And once I realized what I did for myself, it really just became my passion to help other women do the same. And what I like to tell people is you never know where your journey is going to lead, because this led me to really remembering my psychic abilities, remembering the magic that I've always felt inside of me. And now I get a chance to help other women just connect to that inner knowing, that inner wisdom, their inner world. So they really start living a different life and experiencing a business that they love.
Wow. Wow. And you just really gave away such golden treasures when you specified, I made a vow to myself.
Yes.
Ladies, that is the very first key that you need to understand, is when you are dedicated to yourself, to improve yourself, everything in your world starts to work, because it's not a selfish thing to fill your cup up so that it can start overflowing so you can fill other people's cups.
Absolutely.
You are amazing, Tracy. And
Thank you.
thank you for making that little nugget so incredibly easy to understand, how it was able to really bring you to a point of where you're starting to help other women have their beautiful, powerful, intuitive selves to unpack your beautiful gifts and opening up the doorway so that you can truly be the best that you can be. Now, during your journey, was there any times that you actually started doubting your gifts or your psychic abilities?
Oh my goodness, all the time. When I was 4 years old, now that I've kind of gone back in time and started remembering things through healing, through journeying, through meditation, I always had this gift of knowing things, not really even knowing why I knew them. And I remember my mom used to say, how do you know this stuff? Like, I would say to her, Mom, you have got to start thinking differently if you want something different in your life. Now, that isn't a conversation that little girls are having, but there was something in me, and I knew that there was something great that was going to happen. I had no idea what it was. But one day, fast forward, I had this prophetic dream where I was driving a car in Europe, and it went over into an ocean, and I started panicking. And this voice said, you've got to trust and open up. And I said, I don't know how to do this, right? Which is what a lot of us do, right? We said we don't know what to do when we're not really connected to that intuitive knowing inside of us. And after that dream, something just miraculously happened, Lucy. I started remembering stories. I started knowing things about people that I would speak to, and I didn't really know how I knew them. So yes, I doubted it, but once I had that dream and I just said yes, it was almost like something came inside of me and opened me up and allowed me to remember what had always been inside of us. And that's what I love sharing with women, that there's an inner knowing that's always been there, but sometimes we've got to like release the beliefs and the stories and the patterns to actually illuminate what's always been there.
Yes, that is so true. And a lot of individuals, a lot of women, they have so much fear
Yes.
about knowing things that they shouldn't know about other people, that they make themselves silent, because we've had so many traumas, we've had so many persecutions throughout the years, that we have become quiet, and we've quieted that inner voice that is truly our GPS, our compass for greatness, our blueprint for success.
Absolutely. I like to call it your inner sacred system, right? It's that inner
Yes.
knowing within you. It's sacred to you. Nobody else is like you. Nobody else has this. And I think, honestly, something as simple as me saying yes, like I was saying yes to whatever was going to come my way. I was saying yes to just being curious to what I was going to experience. And that kind of opened the floodgates for life to change in such an amazing way. And I really want to be able to help women do the same for their lives and for their business, because once you start just opening yourself up, getting curious, connecting with that inner wisdom, that inner knowing, it's like you wake up one day and you just can't even believe how powerful you really are.
Yes, that is so true. And you just really gave the perfect formula to start individuals. I mean, obviously, having a mentor or a coach or
Yes,
somebody else will help you, but you make the vow, you get curious, you start opening up to that inner greatness, you start being more curious about that, and you allow yourself to be open to the experience.
yes, yes. And I tell myself all the time, I'm 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 ready to experience even more, because I know that I've just scratched the tip of the iceberg.
Hmm. Yes, that's so true. That's so true. And as you're starting to open and evolve and come out into this world on a really big scale, how do you keep your personal vibration up? How do you keep that higher when there's so many things going on in this world that can make it seem like maybe this is a scary time, maybe this isn't a good time to bring
Right,
out our psychic abilities, our innate intuition?
right. You know what really helps me, because we're all human and we all go through things. But I have so many tools around me to help me: meditation, prayer, crystals, working in my chakras, writing things down, which I'm going to share with people later, something really simple that they can do. Um, but what fills my heart more than anything is when I am actually connecting with another sister, supporting her through my private coaching, and seeing that light turn on inside of her. That's what just makes me feel like giddy, like a little kid again, right? To
Mhm.
just see that someone who felt some darkness or some guilt or shame or fear or whatever it was, they start to remember who they are. They start to pay attention to their self-love and their self-worth and their self-esteem. And when I see that, that is what kind of gives me the power and the juice and the joy to keep going, even on those days when life doesn't feel like butterflies and rainbows.
Mhm.
I know that I am able now to shift that so much better than I used to be able to do that, you know?
Yes, exactly, exactly. And you specified you were going to show the individuals on something about a writing exercise. Could you explain a
Yes,
little bit more so that
yes, absolutely.
individuals who have their pen and paper ready, they'll be ready to write this down?
Yes. And it's so powerful and so simple that sometimes people say, is that it? So basically, it's kind of where you're doing a mindset release with the
Mhm.
paper. You wake up in the morning and you ask yourself, how am I feeling today? And you listen for the answer and you start writing whatever it is. Like, there's no judgment about what the words are or what you're feeling. So what you're doing is you're getting it out of your head, so that when you go throughout the day, that you can lead from your heart, right? Because when you've got all these stories and these beliefs in your mind, they kind of create that reality that you're seeing and experience on a day-to-day basis. So it's called kenosis, and it's just doing a brain dump, and you're just releasing. And as you're releasing and you're writing, you say,
Mhm.
thank you. What else? And then you keep writing. Thank you. What else? And when you feel complete, that there's nothing else there, you say, thank you. I am complete. You close your notebook and you move throughout your day.
Wow. Wow, that is a powerful, powerful exercise. I haven't heard it quite like that. So that's beautiful. I love that.
Thank you.
Tracy, we are coming up almost on the time to say our farewells. Can you give maybe one action step outside of the journal in the morning to our listeners so that they can help discover some of their gifts?
Absolutely. So one of the things that you can do is to be or get really comfortable sitting in stillness. And you want to start with connecting in with your breath, right? And noticing, even when those thoughts come and go, allow yourself to just let them come and go like ocean waves, right? Like they come and they go in, and just focus on your breath. And do this for about 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
After about 5 minutes, visualize a white ball of energy above your head, above your crown chakra, and see it moving through your crown all the way down through all your chakras and sitting in your solar plexus, which is right below your rib cage. And when you see it there, ask yourself, who am I being today? And I want you to notice what comes up. And when you do, say thank you. And then allow that ball to move down through all your other chakras, down to your feet, into the ground, rooting you in the confidence and in that power so that you can step out and into that divine power and come from a place of knowing versus fear, or hoping things change or wishing things change. You're settling that energy in your solar plexus because that's your divine power. That's where your self-esteem is. That's where your confidence is. That's where your worth is. That's where you get to step into who you've always been, but in a brand new way.
Yes, exactly. I love that. Absolutely love that. And you also have a free gift that individuals can use in order to help them. Could you tell us a little bit about the free gift and how do they get a hold of it?
Absolutely. So I created something called Mindset Frequencies. It is a meditation that combines sound healing with energy healing vibrations to activate and shift your mindset so that you really start to experience a different way of being in your mind, in your body, and in your spirit. And you can get that by going to www.tracyneely.com/mind-frequencies. And I'm going to spell that out for you. So it's www.tracyneely.com/MIND-FREQUENCIES.
Wow, thank you. Thank you for spelling that out too. And Tracy, this has been absolutely phenomenal. I've gotten so much from it personally. I love the ball exercise. I just did that while you were speaking it. I can really feel anchored to the earth, and I can feel it right in my solar plexus where I feel like I'm empowered.
Yes.
And stronger and more. I feel more. If that's awesome. An explanation of an emotion. So, is there anything else that you would like to leave our audience with before we say farewell?
Yes. What I want to leave you with is that you have the power to change your reality, and you can start doing that today by just noticing something beautiful about yourself. And when you notice that, write that down and sit with it for a minute and celebrate that, appreciate that, because that is how you start to change your frequency, your vibration, and of course, your reality for what you're experiencing.
Wow, that's so powerful. So thank you for being on the Wealthy Wednesday show. This has been so phenomenal. I appreciate you taking the time out for empowering my audience.
And I appreciate you, Lucy, and all that you're doing. You're pretty amazing. And I love the journey you're on and what you're sharing. And just thank you. I feel so grateful to be here with you and your listeners.
Thank you. So I'd like to thank you, my listeners, for listening to the Wealthy Wednesday show each and every week. We are going beyond our 3rd year mark. We just celebrated 3 years in March. Can you believe it?
That's awesome.
So thank you for your comments. Thank you for your tips. Thank you for sending me messages and letting me know what topics you want me to have on the show. And most of all, thank you for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Thank you for subscribing to the iTunes and the iHeart channel that this is on, and for sharing it with your friends and shouting it out, because this year I intend to reach at least 500,000 individuals. So we only have approximately 100,000, 150,000 to go. So please shout
Wow.
out this so that we can reach more individuals. So until next time, thank you for listening to the Wealthy Wednesday show. And I look forward to hearing from you soon. Abundant blessings. Are you aware that you actually have an inner roadmap to success? But you've got to be tapped into your mystical spiritual self to access that roadmap. Let me guess, you find it hard to do. Well, truth be told, it's not just you. Without access to this inner guidance system, you may be a bit lost, and you might even be beating yourself up. My mission to guide you into accessing your own GPS. I have opened limited spaces in my calendar to work with serious or mystical entrepreneurs who are ready to do what it takes to reach their dreams and fulfill their destiny. Are you ready to end the struggle? And you know you have to invest in your business in order to succeed, then let's talk. Go to chatwithlucy.com. Thank you for listening to the Wealthy Wednesday show. This is your host, Lucy McMonagle. I am the Mystic Wealth Creator, a mentor for conscious women entrepreneurs, helping them create more freedom in their business through conscious wealth creation. I would love to extend to you a free gift. And all you need to do is go to my website at lucymcmonagle.com. That's LucyMcmonagle.com to get your free gift. So until next time, abundant blessings.